points first half. You end up with a double-double. What allowed you to get going?
Really just filling out how they were guarding me. They kind of shrunk the floor a little bit, so I just had to find ways to get creative to make an impact. And I knew in the second half, for sure, I put up a good performance. And I mean, coach's emphasis was to find a way to give me the ball in the second half, and it all worked out.
Hubert was actually giving you credit for, I guess, the way you were dealing with Omer in that second half. He kind of got into foul trouble. What was that kind of like battling him inside?
Yeah, I mean, it's tough with him because obviously y'all see how big he is. He's pretty strong, and the way he can draw the ball, he's so low to the ground because he's like 6'6", it's tough. And I mean, I fouled that, but I didn't want to get in foul trouble this game, so I just wanted to be smart. And if he got an angle or something, just defend, and if he made it over me, just live with it.
Is he the strongest guy in the league?
Pound for pound?
Pound for pound, yes, but I don't know. Him and DJ Burns for sure.
Burns, okay.
Burns probably more because he like post up more. Mayer, he more of a driver.
You had him sealed quite a bit at times, and the lobs, you guys had a terrible time getting you a lob. What was the problem there?
They're so active. I mean, they're an athletic team, and I mean, it's just tough sometimes to get it down there, but I mean, my job is just to keep working, and we got some fouls. Even though I didn't get the ball, we got some fouls, and that was great because it allowed us to make a run while he was out.
You guys had an 18-4 run. I think they scored the first basket, second half, 18-4 run. You went up 12. What was working for you there?
Man, everybody stepped up, and I think the starters did a good job of kind of extending that lead we had in the first half. And I mean, it's so tough just the way they had ball screens. It really affected us, but we figured out ways to make plays. Elliott was huge today, a huge bounce back game for him. And as a freshman coming in this environment, playing against guys like Pack, who's experienced and popular, and the other guard too. I mean, all great guards. To go out there and put on a performance he did today was huge.
Felt like you guys were in control. In fact, I was writing my story. I looked at it as a 2-point game. It was like a 12-point game. It was a 2-point game.
Same here, Armando.
I think we all looked up like for the players, and I mean, the last 3 to 4 minutes we got to be better. But I'm just glad we got out with a win in an environment like this, and I mean, we rarely beat them. So to beat them and to beat them here, I mean, it's amazing.
Is encouraging Elliott like the key thing because he is so hard on himself, or is that not that big of a deal? It seems like he's someone you have to, I don't know, love up a little more, maybe.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, what I've been trying to tell him is it's tough playing in the ACC as a freshman, especially now with all the older guys hanging around, and him playing that prominent position like a point guard where the ball is always in your hand. You got to control everything. It's tough, and he's gonna have learning curves, and he's gonna get lessons all throughout it, but the way he bounced back from last game was huge, and we would have won the game without him.
They were playing on him. Duke and Clemson kind of played off him, sort of clogged up some of those drives. The drives were there tonight. How big was it to see him get those and convert early, and how much do you think that kind of fueled the way he played the rest of the way?
It was huge because it changed up the way we can run our offense and allowed us to get down here, like you said, and him to get easy layups. So when they get in help, dump it off to me or hit the shooters, and guys made shots today.
He hadn't hit a 3 since December, and he hit 2 tonight. How good is it just to see a couple of those go through for him?
That's huge. I thought today he didn't think, he just shot the ball, and when you do that, usually you get good results.
Is that part of what you've been talking to him about? Just sometimes you think a lot when you're a freshman in this league, and just going out there and reacting and playing?
For sure. Because Elliott, he puts the work in. I mean, you guys should see how much he works. He's working 2 to 3 times a day, and I mean, you can put the work in, but at the end of the day, like, a lot of it's just mental stuff, and when you're just feeling yourself and you got that swag, it's hard to stop you.
Armando, I know you guys talk amongst each other a lot. What were the conversations kind of like, post Clemson? I know you mentioned, the practices leading up where you wanted them to be. What was kind of the message amongst you guys in preparation for this game?
Get back to what we do, and that's defending. I think we're a defensive team, and that's our principles. And I thought today we did a great job of defending. They got a lot of great scores on their team. A lot of guards that can knock down shots. I mean, they got over 70. We don't like teams to get over 70, but I thought today overall we had a great defensive effort, especially in the second half.
That halftime against your down the line, how much of a gut check moment was that? You guys had a pretty decent lead. You let that go, you're down the line. You mentioned it's a little tense. What was that moment?
Playing against Georgia Tech and playing against Clemson too, we learned from it, and we knew second half we had to change, and we've been in those different environments on the road. Even at Clemson, it was a close game at Clemson, and we kind of know to just stay calm and stick to what we're doing. As long as we do that, everything else will take care of itself.
Was Coach pretty calm with that?
For sure, we all were pretty calm, and we had no doubt. We didn't think we would lose anything. We just knew we had to just focus in, and Coach came in and encouraged us.
Put Harrison right here.